Co-creator, welcome to yet another video in the series that I call Enlightened Wisdom Bites. Just a bit of a warning for those that are here that this video is going to be a huge topic. It's going to cover many huge things, but there is so much nuggets of gold here for you, so much value here for you if you stay till the end, because you are here by no mistake, and you're here because you've been led here intuitively to learn and to grab something from the content that is within this video that will dramatically and potentially dramatically shift yourself and your life. So let's jump right into it. We're going to be talking about, again, a really huge topic, but we talk about these topics, as you know, from the vantage point and the point of view of pure awareness, source energy, source consciousness, unity consciousness, God, whatever it is that you, whatever word or concept you use to understand the source of all that is and the source that of who you are, the I am. What we're talking about today is manifestation and creation as it has always been. And the reason I say as it has always been is because throughout your entire life, before you get to the point that you've probably arrived at now, where you've realized that you've always been the one that has been creating your reality, or you've maybe realized that you're playing a pretty significant role in creating the reality that is currently manifesting for you in your life right now. You're at that point. That's quite an empowering, exciting revelation in your that one gets to in their spiritual journey. The biggest challenge that one arrives at once they realize and have these really empowering realizations about being the creator in some shape or form is not really sitting in themselves as the creator, not really truly creating and manifesting from the true seat of the creator, which is source consciousness, pure awareness, not truly creating from that place, but rather going ahead and looking at all of the fancy techniques and routines and rituals and affirmations and all these great tools and stuff that play a role, but are not necessarily what I call the master keys and the secondary master keys of true creation, alignment, and manifestation. Because truthfully, if first of all, we do not, as individual sparks of consciousness, these individuals living these individual life stories, wanting to truly be living the life of our deepest heart's desires, be really living the life that we were meant to come here and live, that we were meant to come here and experience, really truly understanding why we're here, how it is we are here to serve, we're going to be creating from a place that is not creating from that true place of alignment and at the deepest level, which means then our creation, our reality is going to resemble some sort of distortion of true alignment. It's not going to be our true alignment. It's going to be somewhat a distorted version of our true alignment. It's going to be misaligned in some way, and we are then going to have to continually come back and full circle back to kind of creating from the right place. So my hope through this video is that at the very least, for those that listen to this video and that really let this sink in, is that you can start to really make the right moves at the very least in order to be creating from the true place, the true throne of creation, which is creating from the I am consciousness, the pure awareness, creating from that place, or at least creating from that place of true identification. If it doesn't start there, there is always going to be some distortion. So that is the master key. The master key is starting with the I am. And then the secondary challenge is then what comes after I am. And that's where the secondary master keys come into place. And today I'm going to actually talk to you about one of the, in my personal experience now in this life, of coming across some vital tools for me personally that I found that without these tools, I would have not understood myself authentically as deeply as I know now, that I can then know how to create and what true authenticity and alignment looks and feels like for me, so I can create from that place. And some of those tools we'll get into maybe later in this video or in separate videos, because what we're going to talk about now are just the secondary keys of creation and manifestation, the secondary master keys that I call them. And those secondary master keys are intention, beliefs, assumptions, worldview or point of view, perspective, and something that's very rarely talked about is energy and the qualities of our energy. And when I say energy, what I mean is energy is a great way to describe the creative stuff, the way that we move, that which we are. People kind of also refer to us as that we are just energy as well, and that's what the source of who we are is, energy. It's another way to kind of describe the source of who we are. But what I've come to understand in my own sort of personal study and personal development is energy has quality. Energy has a variety of different qualities. If you are someone that's familiar with the tarot, or the gene keys, or astrology, or whatever languages that are out there, systems that are out there, these beautiful, powerful tools are all aligned with that particular secondary master key, which is energy. And really it's energy from the point of view of understanding the qualities of your energy. Maybe we can just call that authentic energy. What does your authentic energy look, feel like? What are the qualities of it? What are the characteristics of it? Right? So really, that is being able to understand that when we're able to be truly authentic and really just allow our authentic self-expression to come through, almost just like a pure channel through this body, it's going to have particular qualities about it. Your authentic energy is going to be leading you intuitively and naturally, spontaneously to manifest and create in a particular way. You've probably heard me describe in a separate video when I talked about authenticity is spontaneity. And that is just another way of saying that energy and self-expression is just at the purest level, allowed, when it's allowed to come through the vessel that is this body, mind, and emotional vessel without much hindrance or filtration, it can come out in its most natural form. So it's important in the process of truly coming back into alignment with ourselves and creating from that place, creating from source, we understand also what are the qualities of our energy. What is the language that we can give to our energy? And again, tools like human design, astrology, the tarot, these things can really help us come back to understanding the qualities and the language that we need to use to understand our source energy. Not talking about everyone else's source energy, but the spark of who we are. So that's one of the secondary master keys again. It is our authentic energy. And our job with this particular key is to understand the qualities and the language that we need to learn to understand through our own conceptual mind what makes me up at an authentic level, at the purest authentic level in terms of my energy. How does my energy work, and how does my energy want to naturally express itself in the world? Once we've understood that, we can also start understanding, we've probably heard about the power of intention, which is also really the power of conscious choice. The law of assumption, which you've probably heard of, and our worldview and our point of view in which we are creating from. Now, I could create, and I probably will create, many videos on just the separate secondary keys, but basically all of the other separate secondary keys have to do with ultimately choosing. When we can choose from the space of I am, from that pure conscious space, from saying that, from the space of infinite potential, because of course we can infinitely choose how we create. But of course, the other important thing is we also ask ourselves the questions ultimately of who it is I really am and what it is I've come here to do, how it is I've come here to serve, because we are all going to be serving the collective, to really help raise the collective consciousness, the collective frequency and vibration in our own individual ways. One may be an artist, one may be a healer, one may be a shaman, may be a parent, an educator, but ultimately one is trying to do the same thing when one truly comes back into connection with themselves and their purpose and how they're here to serve. They're here to serve humanity and raise collective consciousness in some way. So those other master keys that I mentioned, intention, beliefs, assumption, all have to do with choosing. Choosing. And that is not choosing like a human being. That is choosing from the place of source and saying, this is who I am, and this is what I accept, and this is what I assume, and this is what I believe, and this is what I want to create. Ultimate choice. Assumption is a choice, beliefs are a choice, and so is what I choose to create. So really, a lot of those secondary master keys can be summarized as the ultimate source choice is another way to put it. Choosing from source, choosing from the I am. Because what is an assumption if not a way of viewing the world? What is a way of viewing the world if not an assumption? What is a way of believing if not a way of viewing the world or a way of choosing? They all kind of interconnect and work together to kind of remind us that the way that we view the world, the way that we view it ultimately is really up to us and how expansively we want to kind of step into viewing the world. Which really isn't that beautiful, isn't that exciting that we really truly have that kind of power, because of course we do, because we are the source of our reality. We have always been the source of our reality. So I'll probably have to make, many more videos to kind of break all of this down. This is quite a big chunk of wisdom, to get into this amount of time. So I need to create far more videos that are like sub little videos of this video to really help break down everything that I've talked into today. But again, as a summary, we cannot create our true alignment, what it is we've truly come here to create, who we've truly come here to be, and how we've truly come here to serve, without first truly knowing thyself, resting in that place, creating from that place, creating first of all from the place of I am. That is the master key of creation and manifestation. It always has. The only difference is we've been unaware of that. And so our manifestations have been distorted to different degrees as a result of that. The secondary master keys I've talked about, ultimately the power of source choice, choosing from a place of I am, choosing how we want to see the world, how we want to create, and then the other aspect to that is the qualities of our energy, our authentic energy. What is our authentic energy? How is it expressed through this human being, body, mind, emotion sort of vessel? How is it naturally expressing itself? What are the qualities of that energy? What are the characteristics? Who is it? Who was my energy, or what is my energy like before my energy was told how to act by the world? So I've hoped you really enjoyed watching this video. I trust that if you're here at this point, then there is really something, that this is really for you, and that you've really been able, the hope is that you've really been able to kind of understand now truly what must be done, and the focus that you've now been able to get in order to truly know what you must do in order to really step in powerfully as that creator, in order to step truly into your alignment and not doing it from a distorted point of view, or doing it from a place where you are limiting yourself in some way, or limiting and distorting your alignment in some way. Because the truth is, and this is the last thing that I'll say in this video, that no matter how many times we're trying to create that reality and live in that ultimate reality of our best, most aligned life, if it's not coming from the place of our deepest, our deepest self, our deepest identity, and how it is we've come here to operate and who we've come here to be, we're going to constantly have to come back and come back into alignment and come back into alignment and come back into alignment, which is all part of the journey anyways. So until the next bunch of videos that I create relating to this in some way, until the next time, big love, and I'll speak to you soon.